Welcome to Talk Wrestling here on NoDQ.com and, of course, YouTube.com/AaronRiffNoDQ. Thank you all for watching this week's episode. I did promise 2 interviews this week. Unfortunately, Nick Albus was a little bit too distraught to come before the NoDQ cameras on Sunday, so I don't have Nick Aldis. However, at the end of the show today, or not the end, but after I finish babbling on and on, you will get to hear firsthand my recording with the still NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Tim Storm. Let me just use this show today to thank everybody on Sunday that was a huge help to the process. First of all, Travis and Cassie, my dear friends from Llano, California, they came down, picked Dylan and I up, drove us out all the way out to Port Hueneme, which is far from here. If you're familiar with Southern California, it's way out of the 126 for us from Santa Clarita. It is, we call it weighty. Way DF world. I'm not going to use that word because I don't want to get Aaron in trouble on the YouTube usage, but it is way the heck out there, folks. And Travis, not only that, it's far from the Antelope Valley to here as well, coming from where Travis comes from. So thank you so much, Travis and Cassie, for the hospitality in the car, all the food. That was awesome. We had the snacks, we had the sandwiches. It was a good time for everybody. So thank you. I need to thank everybody at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, Dave Marquez, and all the boys. Thank you for allowing me into your world briefly once again. Been a long time since I went to a Dave Marquez show, and I was not disappointed in the slightest by everybody's hospitality, everybody's generosity with their space. I know it's a time crunch when you're taping a television show, let alone 4 episodes, or 3, I think it was. So for them to allow me and my camera into the studio in the theater was a very nice response to my request. Thank you also to the staff of the Ocean View Pavilion out in Port Hueneme for their access to their facility. It was awesome to have a big old space to spread my equipment out, if you will, and set up shop when we did the shoot, although I ended up doing it handheld, so I was planning on doing a sit-down interview, but I got what I got, and I'm very happy with what I got, so thank you to them. Thank you to Dave Lagana, the Vice President of the National Wrestling Alliance, and of course to Billy Corgan, the owner and President of the NWA. Without communication from Dave Lagana, I would not have been sitting there Sunday. I would not have been at the Championship Wrestling Hollywood tapings getting ready to interview the World Heavyweight Champion because I didn't know how to access that. And Dave allowed anybody to direct message him about talent coming in, about anything that they wanted to talk to him about. And he was very open, very candid, and very honest with me about what the situation would be. And he was much more direct and honest in person. And I cannot thank him enough, Dave. I cannot thank you enough for the directness, the honesty, and the realization that it wasn't going to be everything I needed it to be, but it's everything that ended up being what I wanted it to be. So thank you so much, Dave, for everything. I look forward to working with you in the future with having more NWA talent on the show. And of course, Mr. Marquez, Dave Marquez, I'd love to showcase the NWA and the Championship Wrestling Hollywood tapings on this broadcast. So please, whatever I can do to get the brand name out to our 50,000 plus subscribers here on NoDQ.com, please let me know. My direct message is always open, either one of you. So let me know. Hit me up on Facebook, whatever you need to do. But get in contact with me. I will keep contacting you guys. Thank you both to the Daves. Thank you also to an old buddy, and I'll show you the picture I took at the end. I think it's on social media, but I'll go ahead and throw it in there anyway. X-Pac, Sean Waltman was at the tapings, along with little Lula, the puppy. It was really cool to see Sean because I owed him a big apology, and I'm going to take this chance right now to thank his staff, and apologize to his staff at X-Pac 12360 on the AfterBuzz Network. I had told them a few months ago when I journeyed out to their studio that I would run their newsletter and their website for them. I even had a template set up on GoDaddy, as a matter of fact, and I didn't follow through, and that was my bad. I'm not going to go into a whole big rigmarole or detail. There was some personal issues that happened here at the house that is none of y'all's business, quite frankly, but that prevented me from doing what I was asked to do, what I said I would do for Sean Waltman and his staff. So that's my bad. I own that. That is my responsibility. I am sorry to everybody at X-Pac 12360, and I hope that you guys understand that sometimes personal stuff just gets in the way, and I hope I can work with you guys in the future, maybe have X-Pac or one of you, or Jimbo maybe, or TK, or whoever you'd like to have on my show, and I would love to work with you guys in the future. So again, I apologize, and here's to working together in the future. Finally, thank you to Tim Storm, the World Heavyweight Champion, the NWA World Champion, for being so gracious, so nice. You don't see a lot of the old school type wrestlers being nice to everybody. And Tim, he wrestled the match, had a great match. If you haven't seen it, go to NWA Wrestling on YouTube. I'll plug it again when the show goes up, but I'll have Aaron plug it right here. Aaron, if you want to insert that in the comments, right there. There you go. Thank you very much. It was cool to see the NWA Championship defended for the first time in person anyway, in over 5 years for me. Last time I saw a World Championship match for the NWA was Stage 1 of the 7 Levels of Hate between Scrap Daddy Adam Pearce and Colt Boom Boom Cabana, when the infamous white turnbuckle was stained with Scrap Daddy's blood over in Glendale at the original Hollywood studios, at the Hollywood Wrestling Tapings. Not the original, it was one of the few places they went to, actually. It was great to see the championship. I got to hold, I'll show you that picture as well at the end of the show, the 10 pounds of gold for the first time. I think actually holding the championship also since, I want to say it was 2007 when I saw, it may have been 2010. You know, it was 2010, excuse me. 2010 when Adam Pearce defended the World Championship against current WWE Superstar TJ Perkins at Mach 1 Wrestling. Johnny Ian. Big shout out to Johnny Ian. We miss you, buddy. We love you. So it was cool. And not only that, it was the brand spanking new 10 pounds of gold. The beautiful, it's one of those things. I mentioned it in the lead in to Sunday's activity, but holding the World Championship of any promotion, the NWA in particular for me, is holding history. It's one of those things where it's not the exact same belt. The exact same belt that was held by Harley and Nate and Dusty and Terry Funk and all those guys is in the WWE Hall of Fame, we're told. It's in the offices in Stanford, or so we have been told by various outlets. So, but to hold the representation of history is very special. So I had to thank everybody involved. At Championship Wrestling Hollywood, the NWA, and the World Heavyweight Champion Tim Storm. The match itself was everything I expected it to be and more. There is a little bit of controversy, which the NWA is addressing on their YouTube page and on social media. Was Nick Aldis not given a fair shake at the end of that match? Time will tell if the former TNA champion gets a rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship of the NWA. It'll be cool to see them battle out one more time. In the meantime, Championship Wrestling Hollywood is building toward, I believe it's December 7th. I don't think that's right, so I will look that up and let you guys know at a future date. But milestone coming up in December for Championship Wrestling Hollywood. Huge matches. The Hollywood Heritage Championship is going to be in the line as Bad Dude Tito takes on Watts. Well, Ty Matthews, of course. There's going to be a cage match between Peter Avalon and Ray Rosas. But basically for staying in Hollywood Wrestling is what appears to me. It looks like only one can stay. So we'll see what happens there. Tim Storm will be at the tapings in December. So we'll get to see him in action. So check out HollywoodWrestling.com and Championship Wrestling Hollywood on all social media platforms. Check them out. And with that, I take you to Port Hueneme, California, Sunday night. Tim Storm, the World Heavyweight Champion. We will see you guys next time on Talk Wrestling. Staying here with the victorious and still the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Tim Storm. I got to say, it's the first time I've seen the title defended here in over 5 years, yeah. Tim. Very impressive. Congratulations on retaining the championship. What's next?
Well, this coming weekend, I'm in Clarksville, Tennessee, for a big match there. And I'll tell you, you brought up some trivia history. Somebody told me earlier that this is the first time this has been defended in this county.
Yes.
Since 1976 when Harley Race defended it.
You are correct. That's awesome. That's history.
That is history.
And that's history. Congratulations on
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.